is Puff cannot get past spaced aerials. So if Zard just decides to turn around and just space back airs, Jigglypuff is not going to be able to get through that unless they wait it out and go over the top, in which case Zard can respond with an up air or even a fly. So it's going to be really interesting to see how it's kind of like zoning, but with Charizard. See, like right here, Jigglypuff cannot get through Charizard's shield. It's just not the way the character was built. So it's going to be really interesting to see how Necro kind of zone breaks, which is not something you often hear about Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff isn't a character that usually needs to zone break, but there's also examples of this sort of matchup in Cloud. And it looks like we're in for a bit of a stall.
Zone break, you say? What if I didn't? Yeah, but one thing, I honestly don't blame NecroZ too much because Beast as a player has been known to just absolutely delete stocks with Charizard. And playing like the second lightest character in the game probably doesn't help.
I'm calling it right now, Flare Blitz.
Flare Blitz? Hang on, watch this, watch this. 3, 2, 1, Flare Blitz. Oh, that was a jab. Come on, why are you doing this to me, Beast? Well, we're 1 minute into this game, ladies and gentlemen, and absolutely nothing has happened.
Strap in, folks. This is gonna be a wild ride as Beast and NecroZ, they're staring each other down.
Can we have a gentleman's agreement in this caster chat to the... Oh, I was about to say, when the first hit happens, we just scream.
Oh, okay. Well, next hit.
Yeah, the next hit, we'll just... Oh my god!
Is it gonna be like Puff Jab, or just be like, oh my god?
What will these Pokemon do next? What?
What are they doing?
Dude, if this was Showdown, I'd turn on the battle timer. Like, come on. we got to pick your moves.
I'm running out of Pokemon Stadium announcer quotes.
Just start doing the Smash announcer quotes. Just Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff.
Pokemon Trainer.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we're almost 2 minutes in.
Crush Bandicoot.
My favorite. Okay. My favorite.
There was definitely a talk happening in the.
I don't know. It was like the wrong stage or something.
That is the most action you're gonna see out of Squirtle all night.
But my favorite like Smash announcer quote, like when you're picking characters, is that it's this like basically the same voice line for Bowser and Bowser Jr. So for Bowser he goes Bowser, and then for Bowser Jr. he goes Bowser Jr.
Yeah. Junior.
He sounds like very, very confused about it.
Gosh, man, I know. It's that guy is pretty good. Apparently the announcer is the same guy that voices Joker.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's pretty funny.
Same voice actor.
Which explains that character choice, but it's
Grit.
I kind of wonder, like Beast is known to take stocks that early, so I don't blame you for thinking that, but yeah. That's just the nature of the Beast Zard. So.
Yeah. Without further ado, we're getting right into this set. Beast versus NecroZ. Oh. What?
Ooh.
What?
What was that?
Just where's the F smash? Or is it anything?
Oh yeah, catch the landing, beautiful stuff on the F smash, and yeah, NecroZ not going down without a fight, but that's kind of the thing. If Beast does have a tendency to overextend, and that is exactly what that Puff side B is meant to punish.
Are coming out right now though. Wow, I'm surprised. I know that Beast is a solo Zard, but I'm surprised that he doesn't go for Ivy a little bit more in this matchup, because one of the biggest things that Puff struggles against is disjoints. And Ivy is one of the kings of disjoints, to be sure. Getting carried all the way across the stage with a forward air into rest right there.
Oh my, I just realized something important about the matchup is that Pokemon Trainer doesn't get good rest punishes if they're already Charizard, because then they have to go, then they respawn as Squirtle. Wait, is this it?
No. Put him to sleep!
No, he's fine. No, F-Smash, going to take care of it. Should have been Necro needed to be a little bit more aware of the percents that were on the board, because rest is not going to kill a body as thick as Charizard at, what was that, like 36%? Not even on top platform. So can't go for rest there because you will get punished and die.
Yeah, I assumed that when we saw the short hop, I assumed Necro was gonna go for like falling up air in the rest. But
Yeah,
just the raw rest didn't seem like to have enough power behind it.
I get the idea just because you think like, okay, you're on the shortest ceiling in competitive Smash. I have this thing in the bag. No, not quite, man. The knockback is real different in this game. This ain't Melee where you're killing at this thing at like 50 or 60. This is you're still in mortal danger, especially if you don't get the star KO, like if you just so happen to be down a stock. So yeah, that's a tough way to go out for Necro Z, but you lost because you confirmed rest, and that really just kind of sums up what has had Jigglypuff struggle in a lot of these games.
Unlike in Melee, rest is a much more risk-reward factor in this game because it doesn't guarantee a kill. Even at certain higher percents on certain stages, rest can be a fickle mistress. So you need to be very careful when going for a rest kill because, again, it may not kill, and you may be against a character like Charizard who can make your stock evaporate at 50, like we saw right there. So Necro needs to go into this game too going, okay, if I rest him at 60, he'll die, but if I rest him at 59, he's going to live and murder me. So I'm going to get one more fair, or I'm going to get like an up tilt rest, or I'm going to get a falling up air, something along those lines. Because due to the risk reward factor of rest, it needs to be very, very calculated when you go for raw rests like that.
Ooh, maybe a little antsy on the down smash, but again, you're trying to feel out the movement of Jigglypuff, which can yeah, if you're Puff, you're controlling the skies, despite what this Zard might have to say. You're kind of married to a particular angle of attack if you are using Zard's Bear. So that's something that Necro Z is looking to take advantage of, and certainly punish the landings with like dude, I mean, that's a rock type move. You already know that Zard's gonna suffer from that, but
That's true, man. That's ×4 effective.
there you go.
But
Yeah,
the
I'm
thing
that
is
commentator,
Jigglypuff
thank
Jigglypuff doesn't have same type attack bonus, so it's not even that big of a deal.
What part of 4 times?
No,
effective-
4 times means nothing.
I mean, Roll also super weak on the first one.
Well, I'll tell you this: it meant the first stock for Beast, and even though it's going to be Necro still enjoying the advantage as a result of it, yeah, Beast is going to have to work their way back here. And I kind of like the choice of Town and City so that you're making this Zard have to approach. If you're going to, like, if the assertion in the chat is true that his Squirtle is nasty, he might just have to show it.
My Squirtle's nasty. You'll just never see it. I promise.
That seems to be, yeah, that seems to be the case with Beast. I just don't see the Squirtle put in a lot of work with them.
Whoa, that's that down air at ledge could have been the thing that Beast needed to bring back this advantage. But one more hit off stage could be curtains. Oh my goodness,
great parry.
the perfect parry right there from Beast to get back into position with full rage on board. One more hit could do this, and yeah, a cross-stage kill from Flare Blitz right there. Puff was at 78%, and Flare Blitz is still going to take the stock. This doesn't look fair, but I promise you it's a balanced game, everyone.
Yeah. Who needs a Squirtle when you can just set yourself on fire and headbutt a Jigglypuff? That's my question
Beast,
to you.
why are you talking in chat? Play your set.
Is he
Jesus.
actually talking in chat right now?
He just
No,
said,
that
I
wasn't
was like,
really-
damn, he got me low-key better than H-Boss.
No, that wasn't really. That was
Oh,
really.
I thought that was right after he got, Necro got the first kill of this game.
You chose to
Oh,
believe
okay.
that, and honestly, I don't blame you. But because that is funny.
I was
Yeah,
like, man, that is actually the ultimate flex right there.
engaging with Twitch chat like mid
Because
set.
it's oh, but
Oh,
the
the
drill
rest!
right there,
Necro's-
dropping shield a little bit because Beast was shielding. Beast had shield up and he didn't get shield poked. He just dropped shield right there. It looked like to me at least, getting caught by that drill rest right there. And Necro, my word, going to be moving on to face off against Pokefan Z. Or no, sorry, that was game 2.
Yeah, that was game 2. That was game 2.
Got a little bit scrambled right there. We're going to game 3, where we'll find out who goes on to face off against PokeLover 46.
About that
This thing is
definitive,
true.
though, didn't it? That was a little nuts. But gotta say, if you're talking about what Necro Z was able to prove there, even though that was not the decisive game, as perhaps we get a little ahead of ourselves. That's okay. When no one's blaming you for that. I will say what we saw from that game number 1 is that they lost because they hit rest. And what did we see? We saw Necro Z not going away from rest, realizing that they were at the right percentage. Was that Zard in order to get that kill, and Necro Z realizing that was the situation. Now's the time to strike. I'm not going to be afraid to hit that confirm. That's the difference between playing not to lose and playing to win. It's all attitude, and Necro Z showing that they have the mindset of the champion, potentially to take down the number 1 seed of this tournament.
Definitely a possibility right here. Going back to PS2 where we saw Beast take game 1, but it'll be interesting to see if that, extra confidence boost that came from game 2 will play a factor in how Necro Z plays this game 3, but getting caught early by that parry up smash, the Beast classic. We've already seen it several times throughout this set, and Beast looking to make this stock evaporate. We got a magician right here because these stocks are going fast, disappearing into the ether. Never seen again.
Amazing.
Survive the F-match though.
Gets hit with the pound, and Necro just trying to establish themselves with that fair. Pound gonna try to mix them up. Excuse me. I mean, I'm getting mixed up too. What can I say? This is some high quality Smash that we're seeing, all for a spot in top 15.
Oh my goodness! I can't believe that up air hit. Okay, Yepsil's gonna take it.
Getting a little antsy with the combos there. Yeah, Beast able to land on the platform and mess up Necro Z's rhythm. And now it could be Beast Samba in their way to top.
One thing I've noticed that Necro Z is doing a pretty good job at is usually whenever Necro Z will space an aerial and shield, they will put themselves in a position where something like up smash wouldn't reach. Because obviously, if you're Jigglypuff, you don't want to get hit by that.
So one thing
but Necro Z usually somewhere like in front of Zard or like low to the ground where up smash isn't really going to scoop.
One thing that I want to point out about how Necro is playing this matchup, especially against Zard himself, is that usually in this matchup, Jigglypuff is going to struggle very hard to kill, and Rage is going to be a big factor. Rage Zard is absolutely terrifying, let's be real.
Oh my god.
But Necro is doing a fantastic job of capitalizing early on stocks as Beast gets the kill with Ivy up air, the classic. But Necro, again, doing a very good job of capitalizing early on stocks rather than letting them linger way too long, like right there, getting the kill with Drill Rest before Rage is a factor, making sure that Beast doesn't have any time to abuse some of those busted Zard moves, doing ridiculous extra percents with full Rage on board.
And we were talking about the last set, how it was an even game. Well, here we go, 1 stock apiece, and Necro Z more than capable of making this happen. However, this is Beast.
Gonna have to get past Zard back air.
Yeah, and just domineering the edge, making sure that Necro Z can't recover high as they were doing all those games before this one. Necro Z trying to control the center of the stage, but this is kind of, you're cutting it in half. Beast controls one side, Necro the other, and Necro Z is the one who crosses the line first, and they'll be made to pay the fall-off fare as Beast swipes their way into top 16. You look at this bracket, and you might have assumed that would be the case, but Necro Z